welcome everyone to the first edition, the first episode, Chilling with Coach John podcast. That's right, you're chilling with me here. And this podcast is basically for you authors, writers, publishers, you name it. This podcast is for you guys. So give you guys a cheer. All right. Welcome. That's right. So, like I said, this show is uncut, raw, uncensored, no filters. It's dedicated though to you authors, screenwriters, publishers, editors, you name it. But you know what? I'm also going to give you some coaching tips. I may step on some people, some authors, some screenwriter toes along the way. But oh well, it's to give you that, from Coach John. I'm a coach. A little bit about me. I'm a ghostwriter, screenwriter. Started writing screenplays back in 2000 when I bought my first 2 screenplays. That back then you had to buy them. Going online. Boys in the Hood and Dallas, a TV show, because I want to know how to self-train myself as a screenwriter and for film and television. Wrote a few films, did a whole bunch of query letters, caught the attention of a producer in Los Angeles. Flew me and my homeboy out there, said, hey, you want to go to school to UCLA? I have this program here for guys like you that want to take advantage of it to get into the film industry. So I did that. It was 30 people in the class. It was only me and this other black dude in the classroom. Went through that. Did some things with Warner Brothers, the old UPN network. Did some things with BET. If you're familiar with Hell Date, where the little devil used to come out, that was me. All right. So I did a few things, and then the writer's strike took place. Then I started ghostwriting screenplays. I saw an ad on Craigslist. Right. The guy had an ad said screenwriter for hire. This caught my attention. So when I answered him and called his number, he said, yeah, I charge $15,000, $10,000 up front, the other $5,000 when it's done. So I had a light bulb moment. I said, why don't I want to become a ghostwriter, screenwriter for the poor folk? The people that, the average everyday Joe that can't afford the $10,000, $15,000, I can do that. So in 2007, my ghostwriting career began as, writing screenplays and doing books, business proposals and things like that. My first book that I did, it got published, even though it got published through Publish America, which I didn't know there was a self-publishing company. You learn from your mistakes there. It's published. It's on Amazon still. The book is called My Two Favorite Girls by Diedrich White. I ghostwrote that book for him. And my career has been going ever since, man. So that's me. I'm also a football coach. That's why I'm Coach John, and I'm doing my screenwriting training to all the people that wants to get into screenwriting. So I just did a little class for one of my clients. She's also super excited. I do have some clients. I have one of my clients that will be the special guest here, Miss Author Felicia Dorchester. She will be here today. So give her a little applause. All right. Give her a little applause. Yes, she will be in today. So that's pretty much it. She'll be chilling with Coach John. We'll be talking to her about ghostwriting, writing, things like that. So, but as always, I always start off the show, man, by giving you some nuggets. Like I said, some stuff, man, I might end up stepping on some toes, but that's what a coach do. One thing about me, and as a coach, I give people what they need to hear as opposed to what they want to hear. All right. And then you should receive, and you should also receive that from not only from your business partners, but friends and family as well. All right. Now, check this out now. I've been a successful ghostwriter since 2007. Had made over 6-figure income during my time as a ghostwriter. Mostly screenplays. I did a few books here and all that, but I have worked with common folk, I have worked with celebrities, and I have worked with the studios. So I know what it takes, right, to be a ghostwriter. I know how business is beyond just writing, goes into making ghostwriting a success. So I was getting a lot of feedback from some of my clients, right, that said, Coach John, won't you do a ghostwriting class? I thought about it. They said, won't you do a ghostwriting class along with your screenplay classes? Because some of us, man, wants to, learn how to get paid writing. I said, you know what? That's not a bad idea, to have that. So because you got a lot of folks out there that write books that wants to get paid, doing what they already love to do is writing books, right? But let me tell you something. It absolutely kills me that we have all these talented authors and writers all over the world who are way more talented with the pen and writing better than me. Because I've seen some stuff, man. These writers are awesome, but they're not getting paid for what they're worth. So, in my 12 years, since I've started ghostwriting, you wouldn't believe how many broke authors, I've ran into in my lifetime, man. I mean, it kind of breaks my heart sometimes because you're that talented, but you putting out book after book after book, but your income is not showing it, from that. So, you have many authors, man, that have published multi-books, man, 15, 20 books, man, it's still broke. I mean, I ask them sometimes, are you doing it just to do it or you want to make a career out of it? Most of them, 90%, look, I want to make a career out of this, but I've been pushing out books and books and books. I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not getting residuals from it. So I tell them, look, man, so I asked them, right? Why don't you just go ahead and learn how to be a ghostwriter? Not only will you still be doing what you're passionate about is writing books, but hey, you will get paid. You'll be able to develop your writing skills even better by tackling another story, subject or another genre. Because that's the best way to grow as a writer while you're staying busy writing and maybe writing for other people. Doing things that's different. Building your craft as a writer, man. But let me tell you, man. Some of these people be saying, a few of them are saying to me, well, I can't get credit as an author, so I don't want to do it. Bullshit. You trying to tell me that you don't want to do it because you're not getting credit for it, or you don't want to do it because it's not your original idea? Okay, so you're trying to tell me with your broke self that you're willing to pass up on $5 to $10 to $25,000 payoff just because you don't get credit for it, or the original idea is not coming from you? Really? But you're not making money, and not making money on a damn thing from your own books. So you trying to tell me and trying to tell people that, hey, I love writing, but I don't want to get, I like to get credit for it, but your own books is not selling, so you're going to pass up $10,000, $20,000 because of that? Really? See, how stupid can someone be? And that's what, makes me upset. It makes me angry, man, because people like that, man, I know people have their own way, but let me tell you, if you're wanting to be in this business and want to make a career out of it, and you know that you are a writer, author, and you want to find a way to, to monetize your efforts as a writer, you probably need to learn how to become a ghostwriter, And by the way, you can actually still have your name on the cover, so, you can still have your name on the cover. Ghostwriting could be a very lucrative career if it's done right and you take it seriously. Do you think these damn celebrities, politicians or CEOs, sit there all day and write a book? Hell no. They're out there making money. That's why they hire us, ghostwriters, you, me, anybody that wants to, write their book for them. They may say they're an author. They may have interviews and say, yeah, I wrote a book. But in reality, you're the one that wrote the book. You're getting that 20 to 40, $50,000 payday from writing the book, ghost writing the book. Why they taking credit for it? So and like I said, don't you know in Canada that you can't even hire a ghostwriter unless you pay the $25,000 minimum. I found that out last year. You can't even hire a ghostwriter in Canada unless you pay $25,000 to hire one. All right. So, who cares if not your original idea? Who cares if you don't get credit for it? But let me tell you this: with that $25,000, $40,000, $50,000, even $10,000, you'd be able to pay off a few bills, won't you? With that money, you'd be able to go on a little bit of vacation, right? Hell, you actually will be able to market and advertise your own book, with the money you made by writing for somebody else's book. And by the way, I will get into marketing and advertising your book on the next episode here. So, but your pockets, man, will be a little fat about ghostwriting. So basically what I'm saying here, Coach John is saying, listen, don't push away ghostwriting all because you're not going to get the credit for it, or, it's not your idea. Who wouldn't want an extra $5, $10, $15, $25,000 in their pocket doing what you're already knowledgeable in, doing what you already love to do is writing. It may be somebody else's book, but then again, you don't have to worry about the sales, the how to market their book. Once the book is done, that's it. You're done. You get paid. Boom. That's over with. They handle that stuff. Their publisher handle that stuff. Same thing in screenplays. Boom. That's it. They got to pitch it. They got to market it. They got to send out the query letters. They got to send it to producers. Boom. That's it. You get paid. And then you go into your next assignment. Boom. You get referrals. Things like that to get paid. That's how I made over 6 figures doing ghostwriting. All right. Just by that alone. All right. So with that being said, man, ghostwriting can be a lucrative career if you take it seriously and it's done right. All right. So with that being said, let us introduce you to our first guest here on Chilling with Coach John. She's not only an author, but she is a ghostwriter herself. And she's going to talk to you today about, her things and, what she's doing as a ghostwriter. She is out of Houston, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. And she is a fabulous mother. And she's doing some great things now. I already have some assignments in the pipeline. So we're going to bring out our special guest for today. The first guest here on Chilling with Coach John, author, ghostwriter, Felicia Dorch. Let's give her applause here. Let's cheer her up. All right, I have Miss Author, ghostwriter, and also screenwriter, Miss Author Felicia Dorch here with us. Welcome to the first episode of Chilling with Coach John. How you doing?
Hello, everyone. How are you?
All right, I can't complain at all. So I'm glad to have you. I've been waiting to do this. I had an episode previously, and a lot of people are asking me, okay, when you want to do your, when you bring it back to authors on the show. I decided to change it up. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring it back. But this time I'm going to bring it back differently. So here we are. So welcome to the first episode. So let the audience know who you are. What do you do? Your background. And we want to know who is author Felicia Dorch.
Okay. Well, again, I'm Felicia Dorch. I actually been writing since I was in